Nsem-Pii TV near.
Say dear. And some no boba na elbobo edeba na enwanwa na ensanso enyanwanwa pii esan say the nim de dada no enso kane an hwe nanim ewia John Dramani Mahama ena say dear ne ho ensem no eguso ebobo deba na termination of appointment ya ekoso left right center say wire form civil servant yi omedi teachers for your form adwuma your terminate your appointment a nurse for your form adwuma your terminate your appointment just a termination no akoso ama reasons amode man nyina ni say after December 7th ini kwan say appointment bi akoso ebesi nei omontumi fa any provisions of the constitution and backers our claims no ema metudwa ena na wie Omanhene kwabena sante ekotena obi show so ne kusi sen no say obi NDC for omunsua hwehwehwehwehwehwe nsem anu omo nam de bo pro so wo masesa mo ba be ye ma yi ni ade o se ni na tronko a se adwen wo mutrim dada na sa adwen na na wo mutrim na nka enye sa eye den ena obi a ono so na appointment date far back to March 2023 mutresia kokko sake nipa no eni fra dwumem just because you feel that asimesi anaso bentin nipa no onye a sympathizer of your party name mo your sympathizer of the opposition party tin e was am uni free hono we about the National Pensions Regulatory Authority dismissal la omo adismisse ura Richie Techimensa on the NPP Central Regional Secretary from position odano as Takrade zonal manager na termination appointment to be papa bring on wise answer papa idie it is not after December 7th enunya san appointment it's in March 2023 enti den and sa termination appointment etimi ekobansa and Omanhene kwabena sante onfa NDC for one chom yi kura munye nsem na nkasa se DCT
which is of the belief okay mamenka ncho say insua de if say if you do me
I do you.
Yes. Me catch you. Coming to the studio, who say, National Pensions Regulatory Authority.
Yes.
Mr. Richie Techimensa, NPR, Takrade, termination of appointment. We make reference to the termination of clauses in your Pine, Richie Techimensa, the appointment, terminated.
Okay, more after the elections than one.
Far from that, 2023 or so.
2023,
we make reference to the termination clause in your offer of employment dated 26 July 2023 that either party reserves the right to terminate. Now, sometimes, law already. The finance are very important. They are throwing in at war. Either party reserves the right to terminate the employment relationship at any time after confirmation by giving 1 month notice in writing or payment of a month's salary in lieu of your employment with the authority as manager for the Takrade Zonal Office is hereby terminated with immediate effect. In lieu of the required notice period, you receive 1 month's salary which will be processed and paid to you. You are kindly requested to return. You see?
But wait now reason here then
me see we are not learning. If you pay me, I'll pay you back. Because the politics of equalization, the lack of principle, the politics of deceit, envy, hatred, pain, anger, bitterness.
Nsem-Pii.
You might say that the NPP has no moral locus to even make act on some of these happenings. But that is where we will continue to practice a dysfunctional democracy.
Yeah. And I think there is something happening now, man. It was say what we knew, and they said for some of these agencies, the agency heads, a political appointment. For them, they are almost term they almost coterminous with that of the president. By your members of TAFA, your ECG, ECG meaning ECG TAFA, Bebrena Eji leave, eco contested primaries any day on both either MPP and NDC. Omanhene, they come back and work. Maybe with VR any other. ABS are we too politically exposed now. Say be a role I wanna we are front facing with the public. It me you are the call back end. But say ye yinko for Eddie. Because say who will be political affiliation, nipa position in your political appointment, it's a bit of a stretch. And I think for a holiday, man, we have to be bold and speak against Sadia. The political appointees, the CEO, the deputy CEOs can be fired. But for normal members of staff, a party, a party, a public servant, go through public services commission. No, that one is something we have
I'm saying that you didn't even get it. And you didn't get the basis for our decision taking. Because we took that decision,
yes.
Absolute silence everywhere. We are continuing that decision today. We get away with impunity. That is why most of the NADMO offices, they are occupied by people who have no idea how NADMO come to sit. No, NADMO office. Auditors. Where are Kumasi?
NADMO.
As we speak now. People will do all this because of what, Obi? That is why I make us say these three major sectors. No, Ghana said Ghana for Ghana, apart from doing business in Ghana, how difficult it is. We take decisions based on hatred.
Yes.
Emotions. It won't be no about Nsem-Pii head,
yes.
As I say, we'll be able to catch us a community until your papa now what down for the side. Me make my Jumani Krana because Jamu here, it is for no reason. One aboka Ghana and aboka. So emotions, politics, hatred, and just a lot of them are healthy for growth. Now our biggest challenge is the politics of deceit and lack of principle.
Lack of principle. And I think it's a idea now. It is coming home. The fact that your politics no lack a principle, it's now becoming very evident.
Forgive me this afternoon. I'm saying very evident. Minority leader, and then me engaging on people big dreams. You know what? He spoke very well, but you know what I told him? He said, politicians, honorable minority leader.
And then I will say,
it is only when the politician is in opposition that is where he or she becomes a rational human being. Forgive me, honorable minority leader.
Because 2-3 months ago,
yes,
Nakasani is different.
Yes, it is only when a politician is in opposition. That ain't say Felix I change him. The media and the tax will change him. Yeah, no problem.
Or say, Yentimi Fasobo and
Menko. We lack principle. Menko. And as I be, na baby by GJ President economic share.
Yes.
Now Felix, you have to say. So be you so cry or say, Nana don't go for never fee. So I'm painting a picture. That if we don't get away from our emotions, from the pain, from the bitterness, from the knee-jerk political decisions now, we will do this. We cannot arrive at that assassinat.
In the end, I may catch your down for Dr. Mark Oliver Kevo.
Yeah.
Who said yes on closure of radio stations.
A minority or kick out of your rectification and rectification. So Nippon cry from Swa. There's a way of bringing it back in line to render. And then the minim says in opposition people are shocked and they think Ghana.
How politicians can change positions on the same issue. It's unbelievable. A shocking Satan cry.
I can't believe it.
Because you listen to a minority leader.
I can't believe it.
Who maybe might have defended Esla Owusu's action when they were in power, and they're criticizing the same action. You listen to Dr. Mark Oliver Kevo, who criticized Eslawusu.
I was headed towards a Bria to Pan. And I'm beside a jam driver. Hey, a jam. Baby, I ain't quit yet. Yes, sign because.
And Mark Oliver said, Emram. No, the minister is enforcing the law.
You know the other pain. You know the other pain. They're gonna for Munim Dieba. You know, a sad to say. Hey, Obi, two faces now, neighbor. Did kind. A sad to say. Our institutions only work and they are effective when there's a change of government. Number two, it also shows clearly that your institutions, majority of them are ineffective.
Nsem-Pii FM.
Very ineffective because they sit on concern. Yeah. Because I'm here kind of for now. You cannot tell me that the damage so-called that most of these airwaves now across Ghana no. Higher up to this point until a directive from a political head.
Yes.
You now also Ghana interest no. You didn't see.
Yeah.
But if you come to tell me that it's a process, you've been engaging them. Government has made us aware that all those people who have gone through that so-called process, no, they are terminated.
They are terminated.
So where do we stand as a country now? OTNC, now you should be ashamed because we have been
it is a stations where we no MET or more frequency commitment are there. Why should it take a minister to direct? If the statement says the minister has directed the NCA, and the argument from doctor was because the NCA anybody it has to be the minister. But my point is
why?
That's it, and there are and say Obi share World Press Freedom Day, I think 2 years ago.
Why?
In summer, His Excellency John Mahama cut then about time NCA closely down some radio stations. No, say we should speak against and rise up against the dictatorial tendencies of the president. Then, if you ask yourself, say why should a similar thing happen under a new government?
And clap for Kevo.
I can't understand.
Clap for Kevo. Say you know so. We are not saying if we descend
of principle.
Yeah, if we descend to see the language of truth and lies in this country, I don't think we are. Now, once again, Obi consult national security or issues or outside or
Guma radio.
Nobody can carry no and normal Afro radio stations in it. I don't know for mother Dana.
Accra,
not now. We have selectivity, sir. Because it happened, MPP time, it happened, at the NDC time, it's happening now. The MPP will not have the moral right. It's our responsibility. We cannot allow the space for them. And the documentation be for public service and civil service. National security for you engage tighter. Tighten. Say documents, same documents will come out from their own people. And I'm off for national security for almost every sector. Yeah, Barry. If we don't operate a just, fair, transparent, the Ghana at heart system.
Yes.
The other year, Obi the Bay, you tell the Bian Makokai free zones, Papa. Or no need this uncle because I have a shame in Pabuana. Why not Deco Camo Mono or more level headed no make to my cameras for the down now? But do over 8 billion few. One leader in the person of John Dramani Mahama. I'm an Nsem-Pii authority. No one can say him go see the good. So, baby,
if we don't bring back politics of principle, principled politics, where we say, idea way wrong. It doesn't matter who is doing it; it is wrong. And you don't come back and repeat the same things and tell us, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
And I listened to the Deputy Minister of Education. You shuffle.
Oh, okay.
On the educational dialogue, also be to Sanfreno. And I'm saying I will be to Sanfreno.
No, but
and I'm Busa for yourself. I be to the best of the Obian. I'm saying, hey, so it cannot be national in character. It cannot be national in character.
You think they should have been invited?
No, be. I just say, okay. Let's just send you for MPP.
But so, man,
Nene for the records. No, I lawyer. And I dance here in Casas.
It is from no.
One to some from a national discourse. Yeah, constitution to some from my boy. And And the constitution no use no. We gave you the opportunity to be a part of the 1992 constitution. You said no.
And on any MPP.
Oh,
Ghana Bar Association.
And
at the time, not MPP man.
But say I remember yes. They said no. But see, we are using it. It won't turn some from here.
Do you think it's a lacuna? Never sound come off.
Of course.
So more because of course. Because His Excellency apologized to the Catholic Bishops' Conference. Yeah.
And then if I saw let invitation and Paboko. I don't know national in character. Because President Kwade, what demonstrated say Adiana Wakushia Wamba. There are more coin for sa pettiness, this other man, and by year Juma, until our far, until that America say, we can confirm President choose so much of Brandon Babuana to the phone. Now we'll do a Jahoni man pay to her. One when you
is a doer on a chairman.
Now the wild of him, Yamame Kufu, Gloria, Gloria Kufu. Are we not worried? Hey, so far, sorry, what you know what my quality may be. But that's not to say what you want to say. So, it will share. Oh, with the political space, no, a shape, a certain narrative that does not inure to the benefit of the bigger picture, yet positive. And then no DCs and MMDCs or whatever, they be no. Even the health minister expressing worry about that gap now. Abetono.
Why should there be a gap?
A man sem in Nasonimu I did a buffo yaudie.
Why should there be a gap?
I'm a party number near the year Juma.
Yes.
After the MP for my reference, when Professor Amos came, he allowed them to stay on, and another we are in this time. But the point is that we are a lawless country, a country, your policy full of deceit, and we lack principle.
Principle, too much.
Now, transition document, I got a helicopter. 1974, say 71. Millions of Ghana city. I did Bakwa Masaku. Police for body camos at the end.
Yes.
Hey! You got to be procurement in this case, that's all. And I was in a mood, Chrebu Kruma Papa.
Police for body cam, no. Now,
get the 5,000 body.
Nsem-Pii will honor more, now Nsem-So. Now show on my YouTube channel.
Be the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.